Okay, I don't know if you can see me or not. Let me check if I have it on record. Yeah, okay. So behind me is the Justice Building. The Justice Building where this is supposed to be the stronghold of our democratic process. If the issue, you have an issue in the democratic system that your rights are not being protected or your rights are being infringed, this is where you go in the building behind me. Now, I see the flags are half-staff here. Why are they half-staff? I don't know, but it could be a sign that our democratic process is almost over. But that building behind me is full. It's a place of intimidation. If you are not like, okay, let's use an example. Dennis Olin. Why not use Dennis Olin? As a matter of fact, when he was freed, he was freed right here, right down the steps, and boom, boom. Go to YouTube, right, Dennis Olin and Charles LeBlanc. You'll see the video I made when he came right toward me at the end. Okay, focus, Charles. This is people with robes, money, and it's people that go by rules of court or case laws. Very important to go by case laws. They will go to see a case law in another province and say, this has set up a precedent. Here it is, Your Honor. Look at the other person and say, well, here's a copy, of course. A lawyer could understand that, but the normal person does not. And the normal person does not have the right to a lawyer. The Law Society of New Brunswick is like a mob. They do not. They claim to fight for human rights and for justice for all. But no. That's not the way it runs. That's not the way it runs here in Fredericton. We'll talk about me. Next thing you know, there's a case that what happened. We remember the case with the blowhorn. I got somebody coming here. Then we have the case of Julian Dixon. Julian Dixon, that when I was with the blowhorn, that wanted me to sign a process. Hey, how you doing? Wanted me to sign conditions not to go across the Westmoreland Bridge. And I told him, I said, I have to go across the Westmoreland Bridge. Never mind that. Then we got Mary Jane Richard that signed the papers, very simple, label me as a pedophile. But what happened this week? It's worse. As for the pedophile thing, I got it right here. We'll do it right fast. Not like you haven't heard this before. Fredericton Police Force to my hey, you have to pursue to my internet provider. I, Detective Robert Costello, am a peace officer of the Fredericton Police Force, appointed under the authority of New Brunswick Police Act to perform duties. I am conducting a criminal investigation relating to a child sexual exploitation offense. I was a pedophile. So, Mary Jane Richard signed it, bingo. Now, if this was in Ontario and Quebec, you'll have lawyers. But here in New Brunswick, you don't. That place behind me is the last straw of our democratic system. Now, if we turn around, what do I mean by that? You have the judge, the police, the lawyers, the judge and they're all supposed to be independent. They're supposed to take independently. They will look at an issue and they will say, okay, this is the way I see it. But that's not the way things run here. They socialize. It's a small town. This is not a city. Well, I'll say a big town. I'll give them some credit. But this is a place where they socialize. They know each other's name. And what happened? They get together and then they discuss issues. For an example, David Benross, a cop. What is a cop? sitting in the courtroom, right in the middle, intimidating people with mental illness. When I was there, I said, I want that guy behind me. Boom, boom, boom. Then they wouldn't do it. And then the judge turned around and he said, well, we need a new courthouse. We need a new courthouse. My God, the government, of course, the future judges, ran and built a huge, huge courthouse at the Centennial Building. Then, do you see the judge ask for provincial jail? No, they're sentencing people, trespass, for any stupid thing, and a breach of probation, 30 days. They send them to St. John, they send them to Miramichi, they send them to Dalhousie, Shediac, and they give them a Google map to bring them back. Now, what is this long-winded conversation or rant about nothing? What am I trying to say? This week, last Monday, this was it. This was the end of really what is to come. We sent a letter to this high muck. We're gonna find out, but Attorney General Brian Gallant must hold an inquiry, a public inquiry on the way that the less fortunate and people with mental illness are being treated. Once you have a case in the court, and you're attacked on the street by two cops from Edmundston, orders from the Fredericton Police Force, and together with the Attorney General, it goes on and on and on. But the bottom line, what I'm trying to say, this is the end of the democratic system as we know it. People are so naive, they just say, well, just don't break the law, then there'll be no problem. Well, once people with authority comes after you, what are you supposed to do? Just lay back? No, you have to fight back. But now they're sending people to jail. You don't have the right to a lawyer, and it goes on. And the biggie, I will put the letter public next week on what happened, and our democratic process is over.